Over the years, we've been talking about platforms with many people, entrepreneurs, in corporate settings, in undergrad classes, and with executive MBA students. In many cases, we helped them designing new platforms and gave them suggestions and feedback on how to develop a good business model for their platform ideas. In other cases, we have seen them using existing canvases to represent the business model of a platform, trying to stretch them in various ways. Why stretching? Well, platforms are intrinsically different from other businesses. There are multiple sites with different roles, which are different from traditional suppliers and partners. And more importantly, each platform has its own peculiarities that may require ad hoc drawing instead of just fixed boxes. Therefore, we created the Platform Thinking Business Model Canvas. Relying on a platform logic, we decided not to reinvent the wheel, but to build upon two of the greatest canvases developed over the last years, the Business Model Canvas and the Lean Canvas. The Business Model Canvas was developed by Alexander Osterwalder and Yves Pigneur in the early 2000s. Since then, it became a widely used tool for visualizing and analyzing business models. It consists of 9 building blocks that represent the key elements of a business model and how they relate each other. These building blocks include the value proposition, customer segments, channels, customer relationships, revenue streams, key resources, key partner, key activities, and cost structure. The Lean Canvas, instead, is a business model tool developed by Ash Maurya in 2010 as an adaptation of a business model canvas, focusing mainly to the early days of a venture and focusing on the innovation challenge that the initiative wants to take. Some of the blocks are different, asking for the problem, the solution, the unfair advantage, and the unique value proposition. Since designing a platform is, in our view of platform thinkers, usually linked with innovation, we integrated together both elements coming from a business model canvas and from the Lean Canvas.
The Platform Thinking Business Model Canvas is available in the Miroverse as a Miro template and offers Uber as an example of application. First, it summarizes the main platform types, showing transactional and orthogonal logics, inviting you to draw the platform at the center of the business model you are working on. Circle for sites, and the main arrows are there. You just have to move them to represent the perfect structure of your platform. As you know, in platforms, the value proposition is a critical concept, since it belongs to the platform as a whole, but it must be designed for each site as well. So use the sticky notes for them. Then you find the 9 building blocks of our canvas, some coming from the Lean Canvas, others from the Business Model Canvas. On the upper left, you find the problem, solution, the unfair advantage, and the key metrics coming from the Lean Canvas. What are you trying to solve? How and especially why you should be the one doing it? And finally, what are you measuring to assess the progress of your platform? In the lower right part, you find the main elements taken from the Business Model Canvas, key activities, suppliers, and channels to describe what the platform does and who it works with outside the sites. To close with the cost structure and the revenue streams to start assessing the economic sustainability of the platform. We hope it will help you in your platform journey.